Alright guys, here we are, match 1, game 1. We would like to play first. You may notice I'm not playing any music. That's because my headphones aren't very good right now. I'm hoping to get a better microphone for Christmas or maybe sooner, and then I'll put the music back in, but right now you can barely hear me over it. That's why I didn't upload a video earlier this week. But this hand is not amazing, but it has potential, so we'll go ahead and try it out. It's a very explosive. Signal Pest is kind of, it's not really the best, but I mean, it's a playable hand. So let's start off with a Blink Moth. Let's go into Mox Opal. As my opponent contemplates this Mox Opal, let's go Springleaf, Ornithopter, Signal Pest, Midnight, and pass the turn. And let's see what my opponent is on here. Fairy Conclave. My opponent is on fairies, perhaps? That's kind of good because I'm going to get a hit in here with my Signal Pest if that's my... Well, I'm going to get some hits in here if that's my opponent's turn 1. But fairies, huh? Might not be fairies. Might be Jeskai Ascendancy combo? Let's go ahead and make this a Blink Moth creature. I don't think it matters if I pump with Blink Moth Nexus or not. That might not have been a good choice. Yeah, I'm just going to attack with everyone here. If this is an Ascendancy combo deck, I'm unhappy that I took Rule of Law outside of my sideboard. If it's a fairy deck, I'm okay, but I feel like a turn 1 Fairy Conclave from a fairy deck is not that great, and honestly, I don't know if that deck plays Fairy Conclave, but we shall see. Drawing another manland here wasn't really what I wanted. I would love to top deck a Cranial or a Thoughtcast right now. But I'm sort of hoping, well, maybe my opponent is busy right now, but if they're contemplating their next play, I feel like that's pretty good for me. I don't think they'll miss a land drop here. That seems unlikely. A Gitaxian Probe, drawing a card. That makes me think this is definitely a Jeskai Ascendancy deck. They look at my lone Blink Moth Nexus there. Let's go ahead and pop out our graveyards. I like to see those when I'm playing. Serum Visions. My opponent is digging for a land, I think. But I'm definitely thinking this is a combo deck now with Gitaxian Probe, Serum Visions. Fortunately, if my opponent does not hit a land drop, I'll have an extra turn. Either way, I'm going to get a hit in next turn, I'm pretty sure. A pretty decent sized hit. I wish there's a way of ordering your permanents a little better, or at least seeing which one you had just most recently played. It makes it a little hard when I have 3 Blink Moths stacked up in a row, and I want to make sure I attack with the right ones. Well, my opponent did draw a land. I would assume off of the Serum Visions there. As my opponent contemplates whether or not they want to put this in tapped or not. They go ahead and shock themselves. All right. Maybe my Signal Pest is going to eat a path here. That'd be unfortunate, but not much I can do. Maybe looking to path on my turn. Ah, drawing a Glimmer Void is really not great. Let's go ahead and play this Blink Moth. Let's animate a Nexus. We'll go ahead and animate 2 here. As again, no real reason to pump quite yet. And this is more damage. No path, that's fine, good for me. My opponent goes to 4, so they have 1 turn to win, but unfortunately I think turn 3 is the sweet spot for this deck. So if my opponent gets another land and goes off, I'll be one sad camper, but hey, we did it the best we could. We got them to 4. Ooh, so no more Phyrexian mana costs from my opponent here. Serum Visions, that's fine with me. I think that means I can win the game here. As my opponent cannot play Jeskai Ascendancy here. Yep. Alright, so going under the assumption that I am playing against the deck that I think I'm playing against, which is Jeskai Ascendancy combo, I'm going to want the Spell Pierce, and I'm going to want the Thought Seizes. I don't think Spellskite does a lot for me here. Does it? Should have paid more attention in Worlds. I think Welding Jar gets cut. I think Thoughtcast is a little too slow. I feel like Master of Ethereum is a little too slow as well. Hmm. Trying to remember how this deck wins. Like I said, I should have paid more attention in Worlds. They can unearth, so I feel like Graph Diggers is good if they're doing the Fate Stitcher. And I guess Relic is good as well then. And I guess, like I said, Master's too slow, and I don't really need another Midnight. So let's try this out. And if I need to adjust, we'll do it, obviously, in the next game. So I'll see you guys in the next game.